The places where you're holding pain and discomfort are the places where you're still holding fear, and it's time to release those to reclaim your completeness. Happy Monday. I have your energy update for the next couple of days. It's Monday, November 17th. Hi, my name is Paula Taylor. I'm a sound and energy activator, intuitive reader and channeler, body worker, and fearless alchemist, Seraphim, and I coach people on the path of spiritual awakening. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience for the human aspect, and then I'm going to go into a direct channel because I'm still processing what happened to me this morning. So a lot of you know I went to Santa Barbara. I got back at the beginning of October, which I can't believe it's the middle of November. And what I realized over the last few days, it's become more and more apparent to me that I really needed space for integration, and I just haven't had it. I've been working and I've been doing things and seeing people and going places and just in that kind of doing, that like 3D doing. And I could feel it building up. I could feel my body starting to like exhibit the chronic illness signs it does when I'm like overworking and I need to go back into like a more feminine receptive mode. And I also just like, it just like was what it was. So I was just like doing the best I could to kind of take care of myself and go along for the ride. And then I woke up at about 5 this morning for integration time and a huge activation. And I realized that I still hadn't really integrated all the stuff that happened to me in Santa Barbara. And you can go back and watch some of those videos and listen to the podcasts, and there'll be more about that in that space, I'm sure. And then we got this big toroidal field activation of these 12 new fields, and that's been a lot as well. So over the weekend there was a ton of energy coming in, and I was in that space that Erin Brown talks about sometimes, where she says like, with the new energy is coming in and you're not quite ready to meet that frequency yet, that vibration, it's going to show up sometimes as like a feeling of nervousness or a feeling of overwhelm, or you notice the difference between the energy that's coming in and the frequency that you're holding, essentially. And there's no judgment in that. It's just like a sign that you need to, usually, like for me, I needed to take time to like receive what was coming in. And I finally had that space this morning. So, these toroidal fields are filling with energy. The way that the structure of the energy is maintained is by filling them with energy. And the best way to think about this, I talked about the play school, the stacked rings. It's actually inverted. The rings get bigger as they go up. So if you put that thing upside down, that's like the shape of how these fields are. And if you think of them like, instead of plastic rings, you think of them kind of like balloons. If all the balloons were flat, you wouldn't notice there would be less structural integrity because they wouldn't be able to hold the space that they're meant to hold. They'd all be just sort of flat on top of each other like pancakes. So as we fill the balloons with air, you think about those rings like balloons, that is what is filling the structural integrity of these new spaces in our quantum field that are leading us to even more expansion and even more completeness within ourselves, completeness of what we have been holding as polarity, which is the 3D, the all or nothing, the black or white, the male or female, the good or bad. We're moving out of that into this more quantum space that a lot of people are calling the 5D. And this is helping us do this. This is going to help us have more integrity as our fields get bigger, so that we're less overwhelmed, so that we're not kind of in this space we've been for the last like year and a half or more of kind of like overwhelm and integration and overwhelm and integration. It's like we need more space in our field. So as the energy comes to fill our field up, we have spaces that need that energy, that can use that energy, that can expand us out to reach the places that we're looking to reach, all of which serves to remind us of our completeness. We're not trying to get complete. We are complete. We've just forgotten that. And we've sort of embraced this like all or nothing 3D model for a long time. So this morning, and as I was lying there was just like a lot of stuff coming in, and I could like feel those fields trying to fill up, and I could feel the resistance in my body. I could feel the pain. I've been having a lot of lower back kind of pain. And I just heard this message exactly like I said it at the beginning of the video. The pain or the discomfort in your body, wherever you're having symptoms, like what we call Ascension symptoms, that is where you're still holding this fear of moving back into your completeness. And I'm going to let them come and channel because they're going to explain much better than me And it's we. I mean, I keep getting a troll that says I'm not a seraphim. I'm not going to address that. Also, I just don't have time to respond to every comment all the time anymore. And I just have to be okay with that. If you want to interact with me more deeply, you know where the tools are. There's the podcast, there's the online community, there's my book, there's, events and one-on-one things. There's lots of places to find that deeper interaction if you're ready for that level of commitment. And I still read all your comments and I love receiving them. I just can't in the 3D make enough time to be as present as I have been and still be present for myself. That's what I'm realizing. All right, so let the Seraphim come through. We is the correct word. Our human, as we call her, she calls ourself, we are one being. She speaks for us because she is one of us. If you do not resonate with that, this is not the space for you, and that is okay. There are many resonances across many spaces in the physical reality. You do not need to find one specific quantum frequency to guide yourself home. And home is completeness. Home is remembering the true depth and breadth of your being, that you are a divine being of the same source energy that makes up all of these quantum differentiations you explore. There is no difference between the seraphim and the human other than the form we are holding in the differentiation of the physical quantum realm. The only place with no physicality is source itself, and you can return there as well because that is your nature. You are being asked to continue this journey of returning to your own completeness. And it may seem paradoxical that you are receiving new differentiations of energy in your physical quantum body in order to bring you to completeness. This seems paradoxical. It seems contradictory. It is the nature of reality that the more structure you build in your system within this quantum, the easier the flow can be supported and the more of this source energy you can directly access. Some of you have been doing this for a long time and you will understand this message. Some of you are just stepping across the threshold of this discovery. This is a space for you to be supported. These activations we send through are mini activations for your support. Remember that our human has many tools that will support you in deepening your journey. And there are many other beautiful humans connected with the quantum realm who are offering different resonances that may call to you more in your current physical differentiation. There is no judgment in this space. Remember that joy is found in releasing judgment, and you are beings of joy. You are not beings of judgment. Know that you are so supported on this journey, and we will continue to send information as you are ready to receive it. So don't do this while you're driving. Close your eyes if you can, or keep them open, and I will do my best to keep mine open for the angelic energy to come fully through. Maybe put a hand on your heart or a hand on your belly. Put something in the comments to consent. I am a complete quantum being of joy and love. Just allow yourself to receive. She sana akaya na e ataku na sa she na ka. Koe tangana kiti atakaya na ke e takana ataka u atakaya na ke ataki na ke. Ko takana I ataka anaka anaki anaka anaki anaka anaki anaka anaka. Kue anaka anaki anaka anaki anaka anaki anaka anaka. Kue anaka I anake ataka anaka. Uyama sei aye. Uyama ye. Say amaya, say amayam. Ooh. You are loved. You are loved.